Happy birthday,
Paint Party Headquarters!
Yay! We are celebrating the 1-year birthday of Paint Party Headquarters, and we're going to paint a sloth and a llama, and I just wanted to say,
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday!
Congratulations, everybody!
we are so excited to have you here, and we have Blue. He's very happy with his hat. Can y'all tell? He's very excited about his hat, and we're going to be giving some Happy Mail away. So those of y'all that are sharing and commenting, thank you so much, and thanks for being here. And I just wanted to say a quick thank you to my husband Bobby and Pixie and Blue, who I could not do any of this without. They are amazing. They're so great. I just love them so much. Anyway, we just wanted to say welcome to the party. So they're gonna go watch a movie, I think, and then we are going to eat some cake, answer some questions, and paint a llama, a sloth riding a llama. All right, thank y'all so much for being here. We are going to paint a llama, and I'm also going to be talking about 3 things with imposter syndrome, okay? So I'm going to move this down so y'all can see a little bit more on my sloth painted llama. And for those of you that don't know me, my name is Heidi Easley, and I am the owner of Texas Art and Soul, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. So anybody out there teaching paint parties, let me know. Put in the comments if you're watching this live or a replay. And also, I am sporting some Lion King stuff here. I'm very excited about the 25-year anniversary of Lion King. Very, very excited. So we're going to talk about a couple of things. We're going to talk about 3 things with imposter syndrome. We're also going to be painting. Oh, somebody's joining Paint Party Headquarters tonight. Guys, the doors are open. I am so excited for y'all. And I also want to just say a shout out to all of the wonderful women in Paint Party Headquarters. Man, it has been an awesome year, and I am going to try to not get emotional tonight, but it has been just an extraordinary year, and I am so, so thankful for everything that's happened. And I just want to say, we're going to be painting, having some fun tonight, and then we're also going to be talking about basically 3 things about imposter syndrome. So anybody here struggle with imposter syndrome? Is there anybody out there that kind of thinks, who am I to be doing this? Anybody out there? And then also, I'm going to just add some details. Has anybody ever seen a sloth riding a llama? I'm so excited about this painting. And I was working on it earlier, and I was like, I want to add some more details, but I just was trying to hold it. And then anybody also that wants to share this, I'm going to be sending some fun Happy Mail your way. So, if you want to share and comment, I'm going to pick somebody to share I'm going to pick one of y'all to send some Happy Mail to you. So thank y'all so much for being here. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is for imposter syndrome is nobody really is looking that much anyway, okay? So many times we think, and I read this book. Has anybody read the book Creative Big Magic by Lisa Gilbert? Has anybody read that? Big Magic? Put on there. Oh, and thank y'all so much for sharing. And we're going to be on for about 30 minutes. So just grab some tea. We're going to have some fun painting. I'm going to decorate the whole thing here. So you're going to see a bunch of fun designs. But has anybody read that book, Big Magic? Just put in the comments yes or no. And what is in that book that is so exciting is she talks about, there was this lady she talked to, and she talked to her about when she was in, I think she was in her 60s and 70s, and she said, oh my gosh, all of you are joining. Thank you so much. All these people I joined Paint Party Headquarters. Thank you, Carrie. So she talks about in that book, and it really opened my eyes, and I'm so grateful that I read this book, a couple years back. And it talked about how this lady said, when we're in our 20s, we're worried about what everybody thinks. When we're in our 30s, we're like starting to kind of figure it out, but we still care about everything. And then when we're in our 40s and 50s, we start to like not care as much. But the true magic is when we're in our 60s, when we just do whatever the hell we want, right? We just go for it. it. And I think it's so important that we learn that at any age, because here's the thing, guys. If you want to start a paint party business, start a paint party business. Oh, thank you, Beth, for sharing. Thank you, Tangela, so much for sharing. Start a paint party business. If you want to do a guinea pig party and try it, because here's the thing, and this is what she said. She said, we think that everybody is staring at us and watching when we fail, but really, they're only looking for a minute, and maybe for a little bit longer. If we fail miserably, they might see us for a second longer, but really, they are just, they're busy. They are the star of their own life. And I think for a lot of years, especially in my 20s, I remember even going to the grocery store. I've talked openly so much about struggling with anxiety. And I remember, I would go into the grocery store and I would think that people were staring at me. I just had this weird, I was just so self-conscious. And now I don't even care. I'm just I know my job in this world is to share God's love through art. I know that is what I am sent here to do. I know I'm supposed to do that. And so now that I know that, it's whatever I need to do to make that happen. And, I've talked with you openly about my word of the year being obedience. And sometimes God will ask me, share a Bible study online. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not equipped for that. I'm not prepared for that. And it's funny because, I'll be so nervous to do something like that. But I know what our purpose is. I know what my purpose is. So I think it's really important, to know what your purpose is, and then to remember, it's not about us. We're all given different talents. My talent happens to be me painting silly paintings, and tonight's a sloth riding a llama, right? But how can you use that? How can you use that for, God's glory? Or how can you use that to help make some extra money for your family? And if it's teaching paint parties and you've thought about that, then I am excited you're here, because we're going to talk all things paint party. Leah says, I'm 58 and I'm getting there, but not caring about what others think about me. Leah, yes, it sets you free, for real. It totally sets you free. Number 2, the fear of not being good enough. Are there any people out there that feel like they're not good enough to teach a paint party? Let me know. I'm going to outline this real quick so y'all can see. I'm taking a big brush. This is a 1-inch flat, and it's a Creative Mark brush from Jerry's Artarama, and I'm using some black paint by Americana. If you have not used these Americana paints, let me just say, I am obsessed, and I just got these in the mail yesterday. These are Galaxy glitter. These will go on this llama. I just cannot wait to put this on there. Can y'all see that? It's pretty awesome. Okay, so here's the next one. Fear of not being good enough. Is anybody out there with the fear of not being good enough? And I just want to give a shout out to some of my paint party headquarter people. We have Noelle on. I saw Leanne on, Julie, Milena. Oh my gosh, Christy, Beth, Rita. I saw a ton of y'all on. So if you're already in paint party headquarters, go ahead and just put a shout out. Christina's on, and we have so many. Beth is on. Oh my gosh. Beth says, my paintings suck, but I teach paint parties. Beth, oh my gosh, it's not all about having the best painting skills. Now, I'm going to tell you a quick little story. So I'm just turning this sideways because I want to be able to outline this kind of fast. Now, to get your brush pretty thin, this one's a little bit thicker than I would like. So sometimes you have to wet it, and then you want to, Sylvia, she's in the house. She's a paint party headquarter member. And guys, if you're just joining, those of you that are sharing, I'm going to pick one person to send some happy mail to, so thank you for sharing. And of course, commenting. And then also, Paint Party Headquarters opens today. The doors are open. We have been shut for many months, and we open the doors today, and they will not be open again until September. Okay, so make sure you sign up today. Oh, Karen's in the house too, and Tangela. We have so many awesome women from Paint Party Headquarters here. So I'm going to tell you a quick little story. So a couple years back, sweet elderly lady. She was in her 90s, and and Caitlin and Ashley are here. We have so many Paint Party Headquarters members. And I hope to have many new ones tonight. So make sure you join if you are interested in Teaching paint parties, that's what I do. I show you everything. I am all about a profit every party. That is the way I teach. So a couple of years ago, this lady, she was in her, can y'all see this llama? Can y'all see what I'm doing? And if you have any questions, go ahead and ask. But I'm basically on point 2. So number 1, if you're struggling with imposter syndrome, remember, nobody is looking that much anyway, okay? So just fail again, and try again. It is so important. Oh, Charlotte's on too, and Ashley's on. Thank y'all for being here. And it is so important to just my goal in life is to fail as fast as I can, because the more I fail, the faster I can get up and try again. Because I heard this morning in church, actually. They talked about success being inevitable. Am I saying that word right? And how you just keep trying and not giving up, and knowing that God has a plan for you. But in order for that plan to work, people go, oh my gosh, it was a miracle. I can't believe that happened. It was a miracle. But really, a lot of times it's just that one next step. And then you take that one next step, and then the next step, and then the next step. And then when people look back, they're like, man, that was a miracle. But really, you were just following God's guidance, and you were just taking that very next step. So this lady, oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her. She was in her 90s, and she somehow got my phone number, and she called me, and we were talking, and she was like, Heidi, I don't think it's fair. It's just not fair. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she said, I have my art in museums. I have my art all over the place, and it's just not fair that, I am so talented. And she's like, there's so many people out there that aren't that talented, and they're making so much more money than I am. And I can't make money as an artist. And I was like, I said, I hate that, because it's so true. I'm painting Llama, sloth. Like, this isn't, a extremely hard painting, right? It's a cute, fun painting, but it's not like something that's going to be hanging in a museum, right? But here's the thing. I told her, I said, it's all about marketing. You can be the best painter in the world. You can be the best, sculptor. You can be the best door hanger. You can be the best sign maker. You can have the best things you want to say or do or help, or even, donate, all your money to, I know Ashley on here, she's really passionate about, the water, having water stuff, and she talks openly about that and wanting to donate and do things like that. You can have all of that passion in the world, but if you can't figure out how to sell your art, or in our case, to make a paint party happen, it doesn't matter. Guys, marketing is 80 to 90% of the paint party business. And that is what keeps me up at night helping these women, is like, oh my gosh, Rita had a question about that. Oh my gosh, Brenda had a question about that. How can I make that faster for her? How can I make that happen, quicker for them? Those are the things that keep me up at night, is trying to problem solve for these people in paint party headquarters. And so if you're, one of those people and you're like, man, I'm not that good of a painter, guys, we are teaching beginner painting. So what I want to say to you is, it's all about, if you have passion, and if you have, I like to say, a love for God, because my business is all about sharing God's love through art. So it really is about having passion, wanting to serve other people. It is so, so important that you remember that it's not about us, okay? We can totally get in our head, and I think that's when the imposter syndrome really gets to us, is we totally get in our head. So is there anybody in here that can agree with that? I know I let it get to my head, and then once I turn my energy and focus totally on these women instead of focusing on myself, it changes everything. So that's number 2. And number 3, who in here is like, yes, I want to teach a paint party, but I don't even know where to begin? Is there anybody? Put a yes or a no here. Because it's really important that we know where to begin. So I remember my sweet friend Brenda. I call her Aunt B. I think she's on here live with me right now. I love this woman so much. And she had only painted 5 paintings. Now, she is a very happy grandma. she was, about to be, she wasn't a grandma when she started, but she just became a grandma. Oh, there she is. She says, howdy, Teach. She always calls me Teach. I call her Aunt B. And she had only painted 5 paintings before she started teaching paint parties. Now, this woman literally lives where there is one stop sign. I actually, on my way to Florida for the past few years doing paint parties down south, have stayed with her, and she's been such a sweet host. And Rita as well. Rita's let me stay with her and her husband, Mr. Potter, who makes the most amazing pottery. I would be using his cup right now, but I use it so much it is dirty. It's in the dishwasher. But here's the thing. It's so crazy that, she just had this passion, and she knew she wanted to do this. And so she decided to start teaching paint parties. And she literally had this one stop sign, and she had all of these people come in. And the coolest thing about this is, guys, it's not always about money. Some people want to do this for other reasons. So let me know on here if you're doing this because you want to, maybe you're retired and you just want something to do. Maybe you're working full time, but you are in a cubicle and you just need this creative outlet. Maybe you are a stay-at-home mom and you just want to be around some adults, and contribute to some, vacation money, whatever it is. Let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. But the thing about her is she had this passion project that she wanted to write this book. And it was a book that was on her heart, and she really wanted to share it. And so she started teaching paint parties. She was using some of my tutorials. And actually, she has come up with so many of her own designs that she messaged me 25 new designs that I could share with all of the people in Paint Party headquarters that they could use for their paintings. I mean, that's the thing that I never thought would happen in Paint Party headquarters. I knew I would be giving you rights to designs. I knew I would be giving you marketing tricks. I knew that I would be giving you social media hacks, all of that stuff. But I had no idea that these women, these praying sweet women that not only would be praying for, each other's business and, giving the glory to God, but also be sharing rights. Somebody comes up with something and they just, okay, yes, I made this up, let's try it. One of the people shared their turtle. Tina shared her turtle with the group, and Noelle ended up selling out 20 spots at, I think, $35 a person. I think that was the one Noelle did for, was it, Noelle, if you're on here, was it $35 or $30 that you had a person? So that's the thing. If you're not sure where to start, I am going to help you with that. Paint Party headquarters is for the beginner, for the person in the middle, and also for the person who's advanced, but maybe you have either stalled in your marketing, or maybe you're at the point where you're you've kind of lost your passion for it. Guys, I am telling you, there are so many opportunities, but if you let fear, that song, Fear is a Liar, if you let fear get in the way, it will keep you stuck forever, okay? It will keep you stuck. Brenda says, I prayed and God said do it. Brenda, and you're glad, aren't you? I bet you're so glad. You've done so many paint parties. That's the thing, guys. Fear is a liar. And if you sit there and think, yeah, I can't do this, who am I to do this? My first paint party, I was so terrified that I was looking at all my notes and just making sure. Let me show y'all this one more time. For those of y'all that are just joining, we are celebrating the 1-year anniversary of Paint Party headquarters. So I'm going to be eating this cake in a little bit. So those of you that are just joining, make sure, I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties. So let me know if you're watching live or it's a replay. And those of you sharing and commenting, I will be picking one winner to send some Happy Mail. I love shipping out fun little packages for y'all. But yeah, fear is a liar. So one of my favorite quotes by Marianne Williamson. Now she had this quote, and I actually painted it. If any of y'all know, I do painted prayers, which is basically song lyrics, prayers, Bible verses, anything like that. And she had this quote that basically said, a lot of times we're who are we? Who are we to do that? Well, her quote says, who am I? Who are you not to? You playing small doesn't serve the world. And, you're a child of God. And basically what we have to offer is important. And by us showing people what we have to offer, we unconsciously give others the right to do the same. And I think it is so important that we don't sit there and keep playing small. We've had so many successes. I actually was writing some down. We've had so many successes in Paint Party headquarters because people are not playing small. Tangela, she is impressing me so much. That girl she's like me. She's like, the bigger, the better. Let's go for it, right? I mean, she dreams big, but she knows God has a plan for her life. And she's been reaching out to, huge venues to talk about paint parties. I just wanted to highlight a few people because I just said, there are so many great things that are happening in Paint Party headquarters and so much support. So I'm just going to quickly read a few. Sue reached out to a veterans group and started doing paint parties at a veterans group. Lana, she had her first party with all prepaid painters. I think she had 10 to 12 people with all prepaid painters. Now, guys, that's how I teach you. I teach you to have prepaid painters. I teach you to have money up front because there is nothing like having a Facebook event page. You think everybody's coming? Nobody's coming if they haven't paid. I'm telling you guys, nobody is coming if they haven't put the money down. I have canceled events. And again, you are not, your identity does not rely on how many people showed up at your paint party. So get that first, guys. I've had paint parties of 129 people, and I have had paint parties that I had to cancel. So it does not lie in your worthiness, guys. Always have your identity in God. Always, always. Paint parties are just a bonus. I mean, paint parties are like the greatest way to make money. And it's so much fun because we get to not only share God's love through art, but just the fact that we get to paint and create and have fun with other women and, teach kids events. I don't know if y'all saw the big kids event that I did with the Llama for Your Mama. That's what kind of inspired this. It was just a blast, and I got to record that entire party to share with Paint Party headquarters. So it's just awesome because then they can kind of watch like, okay, here's how you do it. Another person, Abra, she posted on social media and getting out of her comfort zone. That is so, and Brenda having tons of commission pieces. Brenda, here is, sweet grandma who, just started painting is now doing commission paintings for people. Let's see, we have Beth, she did a welcome paint party. Rita is talking about collaboration for a restoration on a museum, which, how cool is that? Tina's sharing her turtle. Janetta, she's opened up a creative account. She's also opened up a vacation fund for, money that's coming from paint parties. She's putting aside for this massive vacation fund. Milena is having more likes on her Facebook page because, again, not only am I teaching you a profit every party, I'm teaching you, the social media side of things. Facebook, has built my paint party business. Every time I take pictures of the ladies at my parties, I'm like, you keep the paint party business going round, they just laugh at me. Let's see, Sue, we got Lena. Leanne, she had her largest party to date, 25 painters. And Leanne is seriously Leanne. Leanne is seriously she works full time. She teaches paint parties on the side. I think she did 26 parties in 30 days or something during the fall and Christmas. Sarah is adding techniques to her design. So once you get a paint party business going, and she's an art teacher, she's adding more techniques to that. Deborah, she just picked up a bridal shower of 25 ladies. It just goes on and on. Annette is having her first paint party coming up right now. I mean, just stories after stories of these women, and this is just a fraction of these women that are having these awesome results in Paint Party headquarters. So guys, the doors are open. We are open from today through Thursday, but if you join before tomorrow night at midnight, you're going to get some extra bonuses. So I'm not sure, I know right now we're live, but for those of you that are watching the replay, go ahead and get in before Monday at midnight because we're having some extra bonuses for that. And I just cannot cannot wait to help you. I mean, guys, from the bottom of my heart, I live, breathe, eat, sleep paint parties. You can ask anybody. You can look at my Facebook pages. You can look at any of it. That's pretty much all I talk about. My poor husband. I definitely try to keep it all in paint party headquarters because it drives him insane if I just keep talking about it. But I love it so, so much. And I have such a passion for it. And the reason, guys, is it's totally changed my life. And it's totally changed the people that are in paint party headquarters. I see them doing these things, making extra money. Guys, one paint party, okay? We're looking at $350 for one paint party. To be in paint party headquarters, it's $32 a month. You can cancel it anytime. Literally, $32 a month. That's not even one painter. One painter comes to your party, you have paid for it, and it's like a little Christmas present tax write-off for your business every single month. It's pretty awesome. Oh, and Brendan, my favorite YouTube lady, she says there will be a replay on YouTube tomorrow. Yes, make sure you check out my YouTube as well. Okay, so those of you that are just joining, again, my name is Heidi Easley, founder and owner of Texas Art and Soul, and I teach women how to make money teaching paint parties, and I have opened the doors to paint party headquarters. Again, these doors are open only till Thursday. The reason why, guys, you have to make a decision between now and Thursday is because I totally switched my focus to where it is all about those women, okay? It would be so unfair to me if every week I was opening doors to paint party headquarters. It would be so unfair because I have, 200 women in there that I love and cherish and want to make their lives better and easier and anything I can do to make it faster for them to be successful, a profit every party. So now that we are at the 1-year anniversary, we are opening up the doors again, welcoming you in. But guys, you have until Thursday to make a decision. If you make a decision before midnight tomorrow, you do get some extra bonuses, including we're going to have a coffee little meeting on Tuesday morning that will kind of get you a fast start, where I'll be answering a ton of questions, just kind of getting to know you a little bit more as well. But yeah, it's literally here. I mean, we have been preparing for this. Those of you that have watched the Paint Party Revolution videos, those are only available till Thursday. So if you haven't seen those yet. Oh, and Angie's here too. And Carrie, yes, they're in Paint Party headquarters as well. Angie is so sweet and so giving and sharing as well. Guys, that's the thing. I cannot tell you. It's like this paint party sisterhood. We're not in competition of each other. If anything, we're there to help each other. Because here's my motto. A while back when I first started teaching other people how to do this business, my brother, he was like, Heidi, why are you doing this? Like, why are you trying to give other people paint parties? And I said, no, you don't understand. The more people that are out there teaching paint parties, I mean, there is enough business for all of us. I have a painting with a twist that way from my house. I have a board and brush half a mile from my house. And the reason that it does not matter is because I teach you a different way. I teach you to not be a sitting duck. Now, it is so important to remember that this is about getting people off of their phones for 2 hours. This is about connecting. This is about creating an experience for a mother and a daughter, a grandma, whoever it is, and share God's love through art. Guys, I am telling you, you don't have to do this full time. You could do one party a month and make a difference for your family. So the doors are open, guys. Check it out. The link is in the description. The doors are open until Thursday, May 16th, and then they close shut. And one last thing I want to tell you, the price will go up in September. So if you're kind of on the fence, you're not really sure what you're going to do, I want you to know that this will be the last time the price will be at $32 a month, and it's a tax write-off. You are going to be learning so much stuff for your business. But guys, the door is shut. So get in. The link is in the description. And I just wanted to say happy birthday. Thank you all in Paint Party headquarters for being a part of this. I'm going to be going live every day this week until Thursday to answer your questions. Also, I'm going to be talking a lot about the Success Path, Paint Party Headquarters Success Path, bringing you from a hopeful artist to a dreaming artist to a confident artist, a techie artist, and a money-making artist, okay? That's my goal for you, to consistently make money teaching paint parties. That is my goal for you. Here's the thing, guys. Most people think, oh, I did it this way, I can do it that way forever. No, marketing is constantly changing, and that is what I love. I love to test things. I love to figure it out. Then I love to give that information to Paint Party Headquarters. So please, guys, join us. You are going to love it, and I'll be coming live over the next few days. If you have questions, feel free to ask. We'll also be checking this. So if you have questions, go ahead and type them in here. We're going to go back through this week and be answering questions the whole way. So I just want to say thank y'all so much for being here, and happy birthday, Paint Party Headquarters, and thank you to all of the women that are already in it and all of you that are joining right now. So thank you so much for joining, and guys, don't miss out. Link is in the description, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.